Oh, hi. It's been a while. Yeah, I have some explaining to do.
So if you saw the end of my last video, which aired all the way back in September, then you know that the next video was supposed to be the Loud House, and I was supposed to get it out by the end of the year. But a few things stopped me. 1, technical problems with my computer. 2, I didn't have much to say about the episode, and given that I had the same problem with the Jungle Cubs, I didn't want that to happen twice in a row. And 3, I've been really busy.
But anyway, Milo Murphy's Law.
Man, talk about a show with some talent behind it. It was created by Dan Povenmire and Jeff Swampy Marsh, the same duo that brought us Phineas and Ferb. And the main character is played by Weird Al Yankovic, who's no stranger to voicing cartoon characters. But finally, he has gotten the chance to play the main character in one. It premiered in early October 2016, and while most people seem to like it, it didn't seem to become the major hit that Phineas and Ferb was. Granted, animation isn't nearly as dire as it was back in 2008, but with the people involved, you'd expect it to be a huge hit, whereas of now, it's mostly been doing meh.
But how does the show itself work out? Well, let's find out with the first episode, Going the Extra Milo.
So we start with our titular Milo Murphy heading to the bus stop.
Yeah, that's pretty much my reaction whenever I see someone with a Tintin haircut.
Actually, Milo has a reputation for being a jinx. He meets the new kid Zach, who doesn't seem to understand, that is until a bungee cord lands next to his feet.
Hey, where did you get the...
Man, Final Destination 6 is even more far-fetched than the second movie.
Speaking of which, after Milo saves Zach, sort of, we get our theme song, sung by Weird Al, of course. And damn if it isn't the catchiest theme song I've heard in a while. I don't think since Star vs. the Forces of Evil have I enjoyed a theme song this much. So the rest of the kids start betting on if the two will make it to school on time, while the other two miss the bus.
I'm gonna miss my first day at a new school. My parents are gonna flip out.
Don't worry. My dad always says, what doesn't kill you only makes you late for school, so I don't think we're gonna miss the whole day.
Is your dad Eugene from Hey Arnold? Cause that would make too much sense. The two try and run to the next stop, but are stopped by an oil spill.
I think we can still make it across. I brought galoshes.
I didn't.
I've got an extra pair, and they're hazmat rated for a level 4 biohazard.
Well, I don't think...
Here's the certificate from the EPA.
Originally, I thought this took place in the same universe as Phineas and Ferb because the animation was so similar, but now I think it takes place in the same universe because adults will do anything if you show them a piece of paper.
But before they can cross, the oil catches fire and they decide to cut through Coyote Woods. Don't worry though, there are no coyotes in Coyote Woods, just wolves.
Quick, turn into a wolf minivan, you'll be able to catch them that way.
They manage to escape the wolves and the bees and the wolf along with the bees. They go into the sewer, which thankfully Milo has some headband flashlights. You know, I've always wanted one of those. I should probably get one. Anyway.
This cyclone of calamity that follows you everywhere you go. How do you live like this?
How do you live like that?
What do you mean?
I mean, you want to live like those other kids? They took a bus to school today. A bus! Does that seem like more fun to you?
You know, I appreciate them trying to add some positivity to the situation, but no. Sometimes bad shit happens and there's nothing good about it. So after escaping a flood caused by the stupidity of adults in this universe, they flow down the river as they come to a bridge.
Here, I'll give you a boost.
Alright, I didn't film my initial reaction to this episode, but when that happened, I had to pause the video because I was laughing so hard.
But Milo's dog, Yogi, saves them, and through the power of irony...
I don't know if it's the adrenaline talking, but I'm starting to feel like we can handle anything that comes our way.
They are flown over a cliff.
Well, maybe not anything.
Alright, I'll buy it.
Through a long, complex debate with the aliens, they get them to teleport them to the school on time. Milo's friend Melissa, played by Sabrina Carpenter, won the bet, thus getting all the other kids food. Alright, so that was a pretty good start. Got some decent characters, some good comedy, creative plot. I'm already on board. But let's check out the sister episode, The Undergrounders.
The train to the Museum of Natural History should be here any...
41 seconds.
I don't know why I said that, just felt like reminding people why we're here.
They get on the train. Guys, is there anything stopping you from getting on the car with everyone else?
So, this is the subway.
You've never been on it? It's dark and dirty and full of weird smells.
That was their ad campaign last year.
Are we sure this isn't Philadelphia? Melissa tells them the story of the subway mole people when the coupling loosens, separating them from the group. I feel that's not how subways work, but hey, it's a cartoon, whatever. After a crazy ride in which they nearly miss the kids on the Polar Express, they stop and are now trapped underground.
Whew!
Locked. How can these be locked? Does it usually do this?
Yes, otherwise some stoner would try to open the doors while the train is moving.
The windows don't open either.
What is the point of a window that doesn't open?
One that's underground? Dude, I know you're new to the city, but I assume you know how subways work.
Thankfully, Milo has a key and they meet some people straight out of Mad Max.
Young people from the overland, you shall be our leaders!
These are the Undergrounders, a group of construction workers who got lost about a month ago. Alright, I'm willing to give up our form of government for an oligarchy if these guys are the leaders. Gotta be better than what we have now. DOG, what are you doing down here? They start following DOG back to the exit when Milo and Melissa are buried under some rocks.
I see light past this one rock. Maybe if we can move... No, it won't budge. Don't worry, I've got my backpack, right?
Guys, maybe just let death win. I mean, he's not gonna give up. What's the point?
Zach manages to free them by pushing a rock and they escape. They take an old train car that somehow can still run and manage to get back to the museum. The workers leave except for Doof 2.0 who decides to head back underground.
And some say he's still there to this day, with a small pebble as his leader.
So that was the first 2 episodes of Milo's Murphy's Law, and they were pretty damn good. The animation is on par with most Disney animated shows, fluid, colorful, works well for the type of show it is. The characters are all pretty likable, and the voice acting is good as well. And I really like the plots. Like Phineas and Ferb, it's a bit of a mystery. What the hell is gonna go wrong next time, and how will they get out of it? And also, this is the king of the Chekhov's gun. Anything that is mentioned will come back later. Some parts are a little contrived, but it was funny, likable, and had enough energy that I was able to look past them. If you like Phineas and Ferb, you should like this. If not, I will say it's at least worth giving a chance.
So I guess this is the point where I make a hint at the next review, but it's probably not going to be out for a while, and the episode I'm covering hasn't even been released yet. Thank you all for watching. See you next time. Bye.